Because, I'm not all about these, like, super skinny, perfect girls. It's what you do. It's how comfortable you are.
It's how you shake your stuff.
And that's
And I shook it all for him, didn't I?
Do you think that he and Vanessa will go the distance and get married?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, B. Love you, girl, but it ain't happening.
Nikki Blonsky, who I had no idea who she was at all, punched my mom, knocked her out.
I just punched her in the head.
For no reason.
She had to be airlifted out of the hospital.
I can hear the bells.
Nikki Blansky is going viral on social media and everyone forgot about her until now. She was in a huge movie, Hairspray, and at one point a big star, but her creepy obsession with her co-star, Zac Efron, and a really nasty airport fight with a model left her pretty much unapproachable and jobless. This is how Nikki Blansky was blacklisted from Hollywood, so let's get into it. Recently, Nikki Blansky has been trending on social media with funny interview clips and cameos that go viral, but I question what happened to her career because she was once the lead of a major movie, Hairspray, and then she fizzled away in Hollywood. So I questioned, was she blacklisted? Did Hollywood just push her out? But it turns out she kind of went through her own downward spiral. And while I think Nikki is funny and entertaining, this is quite a story. We will go through a bunch of different moments on why Nikki has been pretty much banned from Hollywood, but we're going to start off with her relationship with Zac Efron because I feel like she was unprofessional. We all know Zac Efron is a good-looking guy, and if you are in a movie with him, you might have a little bit of a crush, but you also understand it's a job and be professional and to respect his boundaries. Now, they had quite a friendship while filming the movie Hairspray. She said, quote, "Not to make every woman and gay man jealous, but he was my best friend on the set of Hairspray. Even when we weren't filming, we were together on the weekends. He was constantly at my apartment and I was at his doing laundry when he didn't do it. I will toss him under a bus for not doing his laundry and he knows it." Huh, kind of sounds like a couple. In a press conference, it seems like Zac embraced Nikki, saying, "I'm not all about these super skinny, perfect girls," he said while sitting around Nikki. "It's self-confidence, it's a sense of humor, it's fun, it's how comfortable you are in your skin." Their press tour reminds me of how a lot of other movies set up their press tours because they'll have the two leads pretend that they're in a relationship or that they are in love to try to convince the audience.
You guys are best friends, but this one is like, I like big girls.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what I said?
Yeah, he does.
It's like, because they're larger than life and they're comfortable in their skin. So I'm
Well,
like,
rock on. It's true. It's
That's
true.
sweet.
I always say it's so funny. But one of the main reasons I can relate to Link is because I'm not all about these like super skinny, perfect girls. That's so Hollywood. That's not what girls are about. It's self-confidence. It's sense of humor. It's fun. It's what you do. It's how comfortable you are.
It's how you shake your stuff.
And that's
And that is what you do.
Nikki's got some stuff to shake.
Yeah. And I shook it all for him, didn't I?
You could like see her falling in love like in the moment. It's like everyone knows it's kind of an act except for Nikki. Our friend Trisha Paytas commented, "This is so cringe." Another comment reads, "She was literally eating this up." This person writes, "I know Vanessa was sick of her, LMAO." This commenter wrote, "And you know what? If I had 15 minutes, I would act like a fool too." This person writes, "He's lying through his teeth for the promo and sweating at the same time because she's buying it." Another person added, "She thought they were in a whole relationship," which makes this entire situation even more uncomfortable because she's kind of acting like it's real. And she did a lot of press about Zac. She recently confirmed what we all knew as she revealed that her on-screen kiss with her romantic lead, Zac Efron, was nothing short of magic while opening up about the experience. She said, "Zac and I stood there for 9 days. It was great. He is magic. He's a very talented man, all in all. He's got it all. What can I say?" You know what's worse than getting injured? Fighting with the insurance company afterwards. They will often stall, delay, and lowball you because their goal is to pay you as little as possible because they are not on your side. That's where Morgan & Morgan comes in. They are the largest injury law firm in America with over 1,000 attorneys and millions of clients served. They've secured billions of dollars for settlements and verdicts, including a $26 million payout in Philadelphia, 40 times more than what the insurance company originally offered. And the best part about Morgan & Morgan is that they don't charge anything up front. There is no consulting booking fee, there's no hourly rate, there's no hidden cost by going and getting them to help you out. So if you've been hurt in an accident, Morgan & Morgan has your back if you become their client. You can go to forthepeople.com/Sloan or scan the QR code on the screen to start your claim now. You probably could get it submitted before this video is even over with, and it's not gonna hurt to go and figure out how much you are owed. Thank you, Morgan & Morgan, for sponsoring this video, and enjoy. I came across this TikTok I knew I wanted to include in this video because it gives me like, what was that Netflix series, like Baby Reindeer, like the stalker vibes. It kind of gives me that energy.
Has seen his share of trouble. Zac Efron acknowledged he had been in rehab. What went through your mind? Pick up the phone.
Wait, okay. So Zac Efron goes to rehab. Why is Nikki doing press about this?
What'd you say to him? I love you. Sorry. How is he coping? He's a wonderful guy and he is super strong. So nothing can take him down.
I just know Zac Efron regrets doing that press tour.
Nikki added that when they had their big kiss on camera that he slipped his tongue on her. The director actually called him out saying he just caught some tongue and that they cannot... I'm gonna gag. They couldn't because it's a PG movie. Let's look at another press tour clip.
And, you know, working with Zac, too.
Yeah.
You know, he's an amazing guy, very talented.
Working with me.
He liked working with himself. So.
It was fun.
Yeah, he liked kissing himself. We had a good time. It was, you know, it wasn't a hard day at the office.
We made it fun. But one thing I can say for sure is it was never awkward.
Never.
Never.
No. But this is getting...
Now, Nikki actually turned 18 while filming Hairspray. The studio threw her a beautiful birthday party in which Zac carried out her cake. She said it was epic and definitely one of my most favorite nights so far. Now, on a show in Canada does Much Music, it looks like these two, Zac and Nikki, actually kissed again in July 2007, which got a lot of people talking.
If you're to date anyone in the cast of Hairspray, who would it be and why? Oh, man. Put me on the spot here. Oh, man. You know what? I do have to say, I think me and Nikki got a thing. I don't know what it is. She was so easy to work with. How natural, like natural enough to kiss again on television or not that natural? I don't know. Up to you. Yeah. A quick one? Let's do it, Tracy. Come on, baby.
I used to not give a f when they were doing press tour. When I was 7 years old, I thought that Zac Efron was cheating on Vanessa Hudgens for Nikki.
Nikki said, "We were just two teenagers having a lot of fun on a press tour. That is definitely a moment I'll never forget, and the internet will never let us forget it. The fact that we had to make out with each other wasn't the worst thing in the world. I felt like a lucky gal for sure."
Zac is one of my best friends in the whole world.
Okay, let me ask you something.
Okay, let's get serious now.
Do you think that he and Vanessa will go the distance and get married? Not yet, just eventually.
No.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, and she said that with her chest. Wait, it is so disrespectful to have your co-star go and say like, no, I don't think they're gonna end up in a relationship. Let's play that back one more time.
No.
Okay.
Sorry, B. Love you, girl, but it ain't happening. It's just, you want the truth. It's the truth.
I'm sorry to hear that, too.
Sorry, Hollywood. I know him real well. I love him real well. But...
Oh, you're a good, funny girl. You're good. Okay.
I'm the one for Zac Efron.
This comment reads, "It's giving Baby Reindeer." Another person writes, "The downfall of Nikki Blonsky started here." Another person writes, "I miss when no one had media training." Now that we've talked about Zac Efron, I want to talk about the airport incident. Now, as you guys know, Nikki is from Hairspray, and that's pretty much all you know her from. She claims that she did not take a conscious step out of Hollywood. Singing and acting have always been my dream since I was a kid. It kind of feels like the industry left me. She said it's no offense to the industry because I understand that there are new actors and actresses every day. I've had some great projects, and she goes on to list Ugly Betty and Smash. So she did a few other things, but I feel like the Zac Efron thing people didn't really care about. I feel like it's the physical brawl that Nikki got into with a contestant from America's Next Top Model and her family that really put a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Yeah, because maybe you thought it was a little creepy that she had a real life crush on her co-star Zac Efron, but Nikki getting violent, I did not expect this. Let's just go ahead and dive right into some of the evidence.
Yeah, with the green shirt, she done duffed the girl out. Tracy Turnblad. hate people that don't hit back. That's what that is. That's what goes on.
Okay, so this seems like a whole mess. In one place, tip to you guys, don't get a fight at the airport. You don't want to be listed on the no-fly list.
This young lady here with the green shirt, she done ducked the girl out. Tracy Turnblad. She done ducked out. Poor girl over there, devastated. She ain't dancing around today. Poor young lady. And where's the little boy that want to fight a young lady? Because he need to be locked up somewhere too. See, that's how they make black people look bad.
Not a getting about race.
Yeah, she was just over there by herself. Yeah. Just punched her in the head. For no reason. Because she was sitting there. Well, make sure you do. Please do. But that's ridiculous.
It's hard to tell what happened from the video footage, but Nikki, her father Carl, and her mother Karen were waiting at the airport in Turks and Caicos in 2008 when they got into a fight with Bianca Golden and her family over saved seats in the airport departure lounge. Bianca actually was interviewed about this incident. Here's her side of the story.
So my family's from Turks and Caicos, and my grandfather was dying. Well, he passed away. But at the time he was dying, we went down to have a big family reunion to see him before he passed away. So we had an amazing time. Everything was fine. We were coming back to the States, and we were in Provo in the airport. And I walked in the middle of everything, which was the seats are really close where you sit at. And NIKKI Blonsky, who I had no idea who she was at all, no idea. And she was sitting there, and her family was a lot of them, and they were acting very posh, like, excuse me, no one next to us, please. But I had no idea who she was, and she was very rude to my aunt. My aunt had 2 babies in her arm, and she told my aunt, you can leave, like, you can go away. And I was really upset by that because, you know, my aunt and I are really close.
You're upset right now?
Yeah, I am upset right now because this is the first time I'm talking about it with the public. So I sat down next to her, and I was talking to my brother, and she turns to me and says, you need to mind your business. You don't know what's going on. And I got really defensive, and I said, excuse me, like, who are you talking to? And she went off, and there was a lot of words exchanged, and we were arguing with each other.
Everything else started to escalate when some racism was thrown in. I guess Nikki's father, Carl, gosh damn it, Carl, started to make some racist comments to Bianca. The exchange turned physical with Bianca's mother, Elaine, being hurt so badly that she needed to be taken to a hospital. And it looks like Nikki and Bianca and her father were all arrested. Bianca and Nikki were charged with actual bodily harm and granted bail. Carl was charged with grievous bodily harm and denied bail. Damn, so he beat her mother up. We're going to hear her go into more detail about this on the show, but she said that he knocked her out. He hit my mom with such force that she stumbled back, and when she stumbled back, the whole family got up and attacked. Nikki takes her foot and kicks my mom in her vagina. And that's when my mom fell out completely. When Nikki kicked my mom, I went and grabbed her arm. She grabbed my earring. Ouch! Here is more of her interview.
When my mom had came over and she was like, guys, you need to calm down. You realize you're in the airport. And before my mom could walk away from us, her father, who I didn't know was her father at the time.
Nikki's father?
Nikki's father came and he punched my mom.
What?
He like knocked her out. And would you guys
knocked her out?
Knocked her out. The seats are really close, and there were tons of bags everywhere. And the way he got over the bags and everything and hit my mom with like such force, she stumbled back. And when she stumbled back, their whole family got up and attacked my mom, and they all started punching her, kicking her. And I'm standing there. At the time, I was still sitting down next to Nikki. This is how fast it happened. Still sitting down next to Nikki, and I look at her, and she takes her foot and just like hits my mom in her vagina. And that's when my mom like fell out completely. And both the families were arguing, and it was like a scene out of a movie.
Yeah.
And my mom, the airport security finally came and separated everybody, and they called us, I don't know if I can say this, but you know, they called us niggas, and they called us, get these animals out of here. And her father and mother started saying, they got rabies, my daughter has to get shots. This girl got
rabies. Okay, Blansky family, we need some explanations.
got rabies. She gave it to my daughter.
Did you bite her daughter? Did you bite her?
No. I didn't touch Nikki.
I'm not saying that you have rabies. I'm just saying. I'm just wondering if you fought her. If you bit her.
I didn't touch her.
Did you and Nikki fight at all?
Nikki,
were there any altercations?
When Nikki kicked my mom, I went and I grabbed her arm, and she grabbed my earring. Had really big door knockers in, and she grabbed it, and like I pulled my ear down so she wouldn't rip it. And her mom sat on her to get her off of me because her mom saw what was happening.
So as we've got Bianca sharing her story, Nikki is giving us crickets, turning off her comments and not posting anything until she eventually made a statement. Nikki wrote, I'm deeply saddened and hurt to hear that I've been wrongly accused of ever having any other than love in my heart for someone of a different race when that couldn't be further from the truth. Okay, give us more details, Nikki. I'm finally in a good place in my life, living my true self. I do not feel the need to rehash the trauma we all experienced that day or point fingers at anyone else to try to tarnish their reputation. Okay, I mean, that's kind of admitting her, guilt, in my opinion. Nikki did not deny her involvement in the incident, but denied ever using racist language. She said the information surrounding the incident is incorrect and false. An altercation did occur 12 years ago that she's not proud of, and she did use this language, and the violence was inaccurate. But if they went to the hospital, you got receipts. I don't think that this model would go and make that up. I didn't think she was lying in her testimony. She denied the allegations that her family used any racist terms, and they said they never said that anybody had rabies or anything ridiculous like that. The star said at the time it was disrespectful that somebody would say that she's a racist. But I also don't think an Instagram story is going to go and save a reputation, especially when Bianca is more than willing to share her story on record.
That was that.
How are you dealing with everything now?
It's a lot. It's a lot to handle because when I came back in the States, the papers were saying, big diva fight, big diva fight. My mom was still in the hospital. She had to be airlifted out of the hospital. She had internal bleeding. Her nose was broken, fractured skull. She couldn't walk.
Fractured skull?
She couldn't walk. He hit my mom, and like her face is still black and blue. Now this happened in the end of July, beginning of August. So from then to now, and my mom is a very strong woman. So for me to see my mom laying out on, even when we were taking her to the hospital, she turned to me and she's like, I need my daughter, and she said, Bianca, if anything happens to me, I need you to take care of your brother and sister. And to hear that from your mom or anybody is just like, it's freaking out. So
you're making me cry. We're all crying in here right now.
And thank you, because you were calling me, and I know I just couldn't deal with anything. I was scared I was going to lose my mom. That's all I had. So, but she's been going to therapy, and she can walk now, and she's back.
Although Nikki's career has not been as fruitful as she had hoped, she has still been acting and performing. However, reports of her airport tussle have always followed her like a bad smell. And now Nikki's going viral for cameos. So many cameos. I mean, she must be staring at the phone all day. Lately, she has been charging $100 for cameos. You can go and book her right now and ask her questions or anything like that. Here's an example.
I can hear the bells because Hallie, I can hear the bells. Your 20th birthday bells are going off. Happy birthday, Hallie. Happy birthday, my friend, your best friend. Ella reached out to me and told me that it's your big day and you are a huge fan of her.
I've had enough, right? I think we've had enough, right?
I tell you how much that means to me, truly. It touches my heart.
Okay, thank you, Nikki. So that's where we are now. It's an interesting way to end a video, but yeah, she had this obsession with Zac Efron that I think kind of left him a little uncomfortable, and it probably left Vanessa Hudgens pissed off. And then, and the press tour was a little bit messy too. I don't think movie directors love that. And then we had the airport fiasco, which you throw some racism in there, then nobody wants to be with you. We don't support that type of behavior over here on this channel, but I do think it's interesting that she's having her little resurgence. I don't know where she's at. Is she in LA? Did she move away? I don't know. I don't actually know where she is, but that's good. We don't need to know where everyone directly is, I think we need to keep some things a little more private nowadays with the AI and the ChatGPT of it all. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Send me any video ideas you have at SloanWellKnown@gmail.com, and I'll see you in a new one soon. Bye, guys.